Hello, third grade, and welcome to Writer's Workshop for today. In the next couple of lessons, we are going to be working on our own narrative writing. Now, as a quick review, narrative writing is a story about you, where you are the main character and you're telling a true story that happened to you. That's called a personal narrative. Now, for our writing today, we have a writing task that we'll be working on. We're going to end up having a lot of paragraphs. We're just going to start with our introduction today. But our task is to tell a story about a time you were scared. Use details to help describe how you felt. Fix my spelling real quick. How you felt and what you did to feel better. Now, we looked at how you can begin a narrative writing a couple of weeks ago, that you can use a lead. So leads can be things like sounds, questions, actions, and dialogue that start our story. So today, you are going to choose your lead. Now, you could have a couple of these, but you have to choose at least one. So right now I want you to be thinking about a time that you were scared, and that is the time that we're going to be writing about for the next couple of writers' workshops. The way our paragraph writing is going to go is I will show you an example, and then you will write your own. For this first paragraph, you will be required to have the following. You have to use either sounds, dialogue, action, or questions in your introduction paragraph to grab their attention. That's the first thing that you need to make sure you have. The second thing is you need to have at least 5 sentences. Now you could have 5 sentences, you could have 10 sentences, but you need at least 5 sentences. Then you also have to check your capitalization. We have been working on this all year. Punctuation, that's periods and question marks. And spelling. So there are only 3 things that you need to remember. You also need to remember that you are talking about the same topic the whole time. So if I'm talking about a time when I was scared to go to school, the whole time I'm going to talk about going to school. I'm not going to talk about when I was scared at my aunt's house or when I was scared a different time. I'm always going to talk about that same time. So I'm going to give you an example, and then you will be able to get started and practice on your own. So whenever we are typing, we always need to indent. The way we indent on our iPads is by clicking 5 spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we can start typing. So I'm going to talk about a time, I have one in my head, that I am going to talk about a time I was scared to play volleyball with new people. So I'm going to use the question to help me grab my reader's attention for my hook. Have you ever been afraid to meet new people? So I got my first box checked off. And then I can start telling the beginning of my story and getting my reader's attention. There was a time in my life that I was very shy. So then I can describe that. So what kind of shy was I? I wouldn't want to talk to anyone but my family. So So I have 3 sentences. I see my first one here. 1, 2, 3. So I need at least 2 more. I can use some compound sentences to help make my sentences a little bit different. I love to go to school each day, comma, but, and then another complete sentence. I could never get the courage to make new friends. All right, so now I need to make sure I'm not talking about volleyball yet. I don't even see it, so I might need to go back and change some things or add more details about volleyball. This story is about a time I had to meet new people during volleyball. So I can check my list of 4. My first one is that I have a question, sound, dialogue, action. I have my question right there, check. Have at least 5 sentences. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sentences. Do I talk about the same topic about being scared going to volleyball? I give a good introduction to get to volleyball. And then I can go through and check any of my spelling. Is the beginning of my words capitalized? Is the I capitalized? Do I have any names that need to be capitalized? Periods or question marks at the end? Once you are finished with this, we are going to go over them in our groups this week. So make sure that you have checked it beforehand. And after you have written your own paragraph about a time you were scared, then you can continue for the remainder of the day.